So I'm going to narrate this a little bit so you know where I'm coming from on this. Basically, this video is the source of one of my phobias. Not the video itself, but what was going on in the video. What happened was, this is in kindergarten, and they're showing off a volcano with baking soda and vinegar. I'm sure that a lot of you have seen that experiment when you were kids or know about it or so forth. Well, the thing is I'm a nerdy person now, and I was even more of a nerd when I was a kid. And so I've been looking forward to this demonstration for weeks in advance. But the problem is that the night of it, I went to Chuck E. Cheese with my parents, and I wore myself out, and I fell asleep. I woke up about 5 minutes prior to this actual showing of this volcano, and man, I just like freaked out when I found out what time it was. I was like just, crying and screaming and freaking out I was going to miss it. Man, I was so disappointed. And so my mom has this little carriage thing on the front of her bike, like a little basket thing. And so I would frequently sit in that when I was in kindergarten and so forth, when she would go on bike rides. And that's also how they got me to school and so forth, because the school was only maybe a block or two from her house. And so what we would do then is... what we did then is she rode really fast to the school to get me there right before this happened, and then, we filmed it. My mom filmed it and so forth. But the thing is because it was so traumatizing that I didn't think I was going to get to see this, because I wanted to see it so bad, and I woke up, from my sleep and was crying and screaming and everything. Whenever I try and fall asleep in school now, I basically will get this extremely painful, almost like lightning feeling through my spine that starts at the base of my neck. It really does feel like somebody gets attached a live rod of electricity right through my spine. It's extremely painful, but whenever I try and fall asleep in a classroom specifically, this will happen. If I fall asleep at a friend's house, if I fall asleep, at a restaurant, if I fall asleep fucking at my place, anything else like that, never, ever, ever happens. It's only in classrooms. And this wouldn't be that bad until you remember the fact that, as I talked about in an earlier video, when it comes to me not moving and so forth in a seated setting, if I'm not moving at all or anything else like that, or I'm not really doing anything active, I start to fall asleep. So all the way through college and high school and many other classes, I would start to get, sleepy because I wasn't moving, and so I'd start to fall asleep. And then, of course, I'd get that jolt through my back, and then I'd start to fall asleep again, and then I'd get the jolt through my back, and I'd fall asleep again. And so some classes, man, I would leave after like an hour of this, and I'd just be fucking out of it. I would be like literally delirious. Now, granted, I did write a lot of songs due to this that are pretty acid trip sounding that I might link at some point in the future, but that's basically why. Yeah.